It's done. Now, the first thing you're going to need is one of these tubes. You won't need it for very long. But when you're starting to make your rocket, you'll need one of these. I don't have enough for everyone to get one, but you'll only need it for a very short amount of time, and then you can pass it to your neighbor. You want to put the tube onto your paper, and then very carefully start to roll the paper around that tube. If you can get past this first edge,
can we make wings?
It's pretty easy. Oh, don't get ahead of us here. And then you want to just kind of roll it around. You want it to be tight enough that it's pretty close to that tube. You don't want a big open space. You don't want it so tight that you can't get it to come off that tube. So test it out. Make sure that it's going to slide. After you know that it's going to slide, you're going to take a piece of masking tape and put it right there in the middle. Once you get that first piece of tape on, it should stay. And then you can decide which end you want to be your nose. Put a piece of tape on that end, and then pull the whole tube off. So, we've got a basic rocket shape. Now if I put this on our launcher and stomped on it, would this launch?
No.
No, why not?
Because there's air coming out of the other side. There's not you just go.
All right, so it sounds like a lot of you have the right idea. Anything else you wanted to add? Because you had your hand raised. Thank you for being so polite.
It won't launch because there's a hole.
There is a hole
on both sides, and it lets out the air so it won't launch.
Right, so very good. Now a lot of you picked up on that right away. Well done. So the next thing we're going to need to do is close off our nose cone. And you can just kind of flatten it out. Now some people just like it like that. They'll flatten it out and put a piece of tape over the end. Others will fold it over like an envelope. And some will take, what?
Make it into a cone shape.
Make it into a cone shape, yeah.
Aerodynamic.
So if you want to make it into a cone, after you get it flat, just kind of hold it right about the middle between your thumb and your pointer finger. Fold one corner down, flip it over, and do the same thing on the opposite side. So then you get more of that point. And then put a piece of tape down here on the end. You'll have that nice cone shape. That'll be your first rocket, what we call mark.